Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this week I went back to Switzerland for almost a week. So it's 4:50 in the morning. I'm already at the airport and taking the flight to go to Geneva. I first have to stop in Rome and then I will have to change and then Rome, Geneva. I'm sleepy. The flights went very smooth, even if it was 2 flights and the first one was so early in the morning. I was about to collapse. I was at the airport at 4:30, as you could see. However, I was able to see the sunrise on the Poetto, which was incredible. It was like, when the sun comes out and it's red. So I'm in Rome, changing now. See the Alps when we were approaching Switzerland, like very close. It looked almost like a a cream cake. So I arrived a couple of hours ago in Switzerland, in Geneva, and I went directly to a healer that I really love called Laure. She's incredible. It's been very intense. We've been doing some very deep work. We went also into my childhood. It's been tough and intense and deep. I'm still processing, trying not to analyze and just feel this let go that happened. And yeah, I only slept a few hours tonight as I had to take the flight, so I'm just gonna take it easy from now and yeah. Breathe. So something that not everyone can understand is my addiction to bath. And when I moved to Sardinia, now in my apartment there is no bathtub. And now that I am here, the first thing I did is to use this Japanese onsen bath salt, and now I'm gonna have a bath. 6 months without a bath, guys. Oh. Bath effect really worked. I can't even talk right now. It really worked. It's so nice. And now I'm just good to go to sleep. In Geneva and in the whole Switzerland, I guess now masks are not mandatory. So I was kind of in this moment after 3 years that you're seeing only this part of the people that are in the shops or vendors and so on. I went to the city center and it was very awkward to be able to do this moment of ooh. Of course, I used my common sense when I removed my mask when there was really not many people around. However, when I was seeing more people, of course I would put the mask because I'm not used to it anymore, and I mean there's still a virus going on around, so yeah, trying to act responsibly and using common sense, of course, in public spaces. They are still mandatory in public transports, so in the bus you still have to wear the mask, so I found it quite logic to still have it, because of course proximity in public transport is something else than I don't know, if you're in a huge supermarket. In a shop without a mask, because here you don't need a mask. And yeah, somehow You know, it's very strange when you're away from where you were born and when you were where you were raised. Oh dear, that was that was a hard one. Um, it's weird to come back, even if it's like often, because you start to see a distance on things, and maybe the beautiful things that you were not seeing before, like for me, like around the lake and things like that. Now when I come there, I'm like, wow, like as if I was a tourist myself, because I don't relate completely to it anymore. So I'm like, oh wow, this was amazing. And I was like actually filming everything myself, like I would make fun of maybe people doing so a couple, 10 years ago or so, because I was like, come on, we see that every day. So you don't really realize the beauty when it's always in front of you. Well, for me at least it was a bit like that. And so it was strange to have this change of point of view of the city. Yeah, somehow it feels home, and somehow it's really far from home. So it's a very strange feeling that probably a lot of expats can understand, especially if you're away from home from like since a long time, more than 5 or 6 years. It's really different. First client while I'm here is gonna arrive soon. We already prepared the bed and everything, so I'm really looking forward to start the session. And this week was very much about healing in all kind of ways, because I was finally able to do my healing sessions in person, as I have the space there to do so. So I had some clients coming for Reiki or any kind of energy healing sessions. That was very good for me to recenter and be able to reconnect with that purpose, not only online. I love to have my clients online. We usually communicate by messages and then I give them a healing session. However, even if the healing works the same way, like the energy travels and it really activates something even from distance, but to have the client in person, like for the before and after the session, to exchange and share with words and talking in person is really different. So it was good to have that part. Good morning. I did a lot of meditation and yoga in the morning. Like I created that space inside of me to really reconnect, because as I had even more clients and my class to give in person, I really wanted to feel grounded every morning when I woke up. So it was really good to create that space, even though I was away from home, because usually when I travel it's a bit hard. You will always find excuses. Oh, I don't have a yoga mat. Maybe it's cramped and I don't feel like doing it in a small space. But here I was very happy because I was able to do so. So it's like black walls are following me. Look. There was a little fire in this room a few months ago, and it's time to wash this. It's following me, guys, really. Step 1. Just protect everything to make sure the bleach will not damage everything. I also removed the curtains. Okay, so spray and bleach didn't work much. It was really hard to get this out, as it's the kind of wall called crépi. It has this texture, and so I used the bucket and water with a brush to help it out, but it's really harder than what I thought. So I'm gonna do a round 2 later, but that's already a little better. so not really happy. I finished, but it became all pitchy patchy because you see it's that kind of walls that have so much texture, so it kind of holds all the dirt, I guess, in the holes. So the best, I think, at this point, even though it's a little better but it's all pitchy patchy, is to repaint. So that's a fail. Man. Ready for today's client. Ta-da! Yeah, so lots of healing sessions, and I received also a lot of healing. So the first is the one that I told you already, and the other one was with a healer called Raphael. And it was incredible as well, like so powerful, so deep. About my core, like really my core values, and how this actually is the motor in my life, and how I can align this, because you know we used to we tend to, I would say, go around like what is needed from us and build our life around that, because that's actually how it's easier to build things, because that's what you absorb around you. And instead, this healing session was all about like go back to you and your values and your heart, and then everything emanates from that. And that was, it's crazy because it sounds completely logical, and it felt so logical when we were talking. However, in real life, with I don't know, like administration, money, and all these kind of job realities and what's happening in the world right now, it's really easy to get trapped into like all what's around and not like what's in. And so it was really good to have this healing session. This afternoon I'm seeing Olivia, my bestie from, I don't know, like it's 38 years that we know each other, right? Even more actually, because our mother, pregnant, they knew each other. Yeah, exactly. They were pregnant at the same time, they knew each other. So can you imagine having a friend from before you were born? Is it possible?
It is.
It is. And so we're in the Baudelaire.
Ah
non, Baudelaire.
Baudelaire. Baudelaire, not to be confused with Baudelaire.
Ah, yeah, that's another thing.
Yes.
So Lair, it's this river, right?
It's this river.
Yeah.
And actually, I think that we used to walk or do bike here when we were little, but
oh dear, yes, I remember once maybe, because I was very bad at biking when I was a child. I was not and yeah, so we're just chilling, talking about next time she's gonna come to Sardinia.
I thought you were about to say about next time she's gonna be pregnant.
Maybe as well. That can be. Next time, what do you mean? Because there was a first time you didn't tell me. I thought we were friends. Okay. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.
See you in Sardinia.
Exactly. Bye, Olivia. Hey guys, so this is the day after, and actually, look, it's way less, I don't know if you can see, but it's way less pitchy patchy than yesterday. I think that the bleach continued to, like after it absorbed everything in the wall, continued to work. It was actually quite smelly in this room for the full day. And well, I mean, it's not completely white, but it's already better than what I thought. So it's not completely a fail, let's say. waiting for my students to arrive for the Reiki and meditation class. I'm very lucky that we have this space. One of the students was okay for us to come all there, so excited, a bit nervous, but happy. So basically, I almost lost my flight because I forgot to fill up the passenger locator form. I'm not used to it anymore because I flew a bit like inside Italy, so of course you don't need to to fill this form. So I was at the gate stressing out because of course you have to do that, and the website is quite complicated, the app is even a mess. And I was just like this close to lose the flight. So I'm so happy I'm in. I can go back home. And I'm quite lucky because there's no one next to me. Yeah. So then I went back home. Chris came to pick me up at the airport. It was nice to finally be reunited. We're finally reunited!
Yeah, after a week.
Have the time obviously to do much knitting as usual, but I have these two headbands that I started when I was leaving. Sorry, these headbands, I will put some inserts. They are all 100% virgin wool, and so this is more gray, like dark gray. I don't know if you can, yeah. And yeah, it's really good. Like, I really like headbands like that. They're quite simple and basic, but it's really handy, and they are very elastic like that, so it can give you kind of a turban look without having like the full cap yeah, covered. So if you have your hairs, like, you can always can adjust also the level that you want actually this to have. You can have it on the side, you can have it like in the front. So yeah, that was fun to knit, but not more than that this week. I want to start a new project, but I will talk about it in the next vlog. Okay friends, so thank you so much for watching and see you soon. Mwah!